This is The Wire for 2300 Zulu, April 11th, 2025. President's is routine. Information cutoff is 2200. Bottom line up front. USA begins more direct peace talks with Russia. China responds to latest tariff escalation. Colorado weapons ban signed into law. Beginning with international events. In Russia, this morning, President Putin met with American diplomat Steve Witkoff in St. Petersburg as discussions on ending the Ukrainian war continue. Analysts comment. As of this afternoon, nothing major resulted from today's meetings, though the tone surrounding these talks remains positive. On the home front in New York, the victims of yesterday's helicopter crash in the Hudson have been identified as Agustin Escobar, his wife, and 3 children. The pilot of the aircraft remains unidentified as of this morning. Escobar was a high-ranking executive for the Siemens Corporation and was the chief of Siemens Division in Spain. In Washington, D.C., in response to the latest round of trade war escalations, China has raised their tariffs on the United States to 125%. Also in Washington, D.C., concerns have been growing at Ronald Reagan National Airport following multiple incidents over the past few weeks. Yesterday afternoon, 2 American Airlines aircraft collided on a taxiway at the airport, with one aircraft clipping the wing of another waiting to take off. In Florida, a small plane crashed in Boca Raton this morning, killing all 3 aboard the aircraft. Analysts comment. This small private aircraft was exhibiting erratic flight immediately upon takeoff from Boca Raton Airport, with transponder data indicating the aircraft was experiencing some sort of control failure and was only able to make left-hand turns. The pilot was attempting to land back at the airport when the crash occurred, with the aircraft being unable to make it back to the runway. No official cause of the crash has been released, as the incident investigation will take some time to complete as usual. In Colorado, a highly controversial disarmament bill was signed into law yesterday, which in effect outlaws almost every single firearm that has a detachable magazine within the state. Analysts comment. While it is certain that this law will be challenged in court, this is still the most draconian disarmament bill that's been passed recently. Analyst comments for this wire. While it's hard to correlate the issues at Reagan National Airport to one single point of failure, personnel problems have continued throughout the commercial aviation community at large. 2 weeks ago, a fistfight broke out in the tower at Reagan, with authorities arresting Damon Gaines for punching his fellow air traffic controller in the face during operations, causing a brief ground stop to be issued while the scuffle in the tower was handled. 2 days ago, the FAA stated that they will be offering reassignment opportunities to personnel who work in the tower at Reagan. On the same day as that announcement, the FAA's lead official in charge of all traffic control operations, Tim Errol, announced his retirement after a 40-year career in air traffic management, contributing to the overall personnel concerns of the past few months. This concludes The Wire for 2300 Zulu, April 11th, 2025.